Okay. So, tell me what to do first. What should we do first? Divide?
32 and 2.
Okay, so what's 32 divided by 2?
16.
16. Good job.
16.
Now that takes care of these numbers, of my coefficients. Now let's look at the ends. I got n squared and n to the 4th. So how can I simplify?
Since the 4 is on the bottom, you put the n squared on the bottom because it's the bigger number.
Okay, since the 4 is on the bottom, I'm going to put the n on the bottom. And where'd you get n squared?
Because you got to do 4 minus 2.
4 minus 2 is 2. Everybody okay with that?
And then the p's cancel out.
Okay, everybody understand where we got n squared?
Yes.
Okay, and then what'd you say?
The p's cancel out.
The p's just cancel out. They make 1.
Is it recording?
Anybody have a question about that one? All right, so let's look at 21. Now this one looked different because what is it telling me to do in the numerator? What's this telling me to do?
I know you can cancel the 7 and 21 out.
Okay, well let's do that then.
Actually, you can divide. I didn't mean cancel.
Okay, is this being connected to something by addition or subtraction?
No.
Then I'm okay to do that, right? Okay, so you said 7 will go into 21 3 times?
Yeah.
All right.
And then the c's will subtract, so it'd be c squared.
So you said this will go into
Oh,
this.
no, hold on. I'm
No.
doing it wrong.
Are you? I think this will work.
Yeah.
Now that is not how I would have thought to do that at all.
I was going to do 7c. I did 7c times negative 6c.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll do it again and we'll do it that way. All right. So in the numerator, then I'm left with negative 6c cubed. In the denominator, I'm left with 3c squared. Can I simplify that anymore?
Yeah.
Where'd you get 3c
Yeah.
squared?
Yeah.
7 will go into 21 3 times. And then you told me c squared and c to the 4th is c squared.
How do I not have negative 2?
What'd you say?
Negative 2.
Yeah, negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. What else?
That's it.
That it?
Squared.
What's squared?
No.
It's just c.
What do you mean just c?
It's like 2c.
Okay, what happened to the...
Canceled out.
3 minus 2 is
You gotta put a 1 up.
1. And you can put a 1 or not. That's negative 2c. Okay, now that's not how I would have done 21. Did anybody else do it that way? That was just a Carly thing?
Actually, it was just.
I didn't we just do 21?
Oh, okay.
Miss Joe?
Yes, but we're going to do it again.
Still out here? She's in meetings, huh?
Yeah, she's in a meeting. Okay, we're going to do it again, and this time we're going to do it a different way. That way was absolutely fine. We got the right answer, and I like that way because that was actually easier, I think. Okay, so what'd you say? How'd you do it?
I did 7c squared times negative 6c.
Okay, so what'd you get?
Negative 42. And
Negative.
then, would you add the exponents?
You're multiplying, so you add, so c to the what power?
5th.
Good.
And what I did is, because both of them go into 7,
That's hard.
both of them go into 7, and 42, negative 42 go into 7, negative 6 times. And then 21, 7 go into 21 3 times.
So you reduce these by 7.
That's
Okay,
hard.
so that's negative 6, and that's 3.
And then I subtract the exponents.
Okay, 5 minus 4 is 1, and 5 is bigger than 4. Is there anything else I can do to that?
Yeah, you can divide -6 divided by 3.
So negative 2c, which is what we got when we did it over here, right? Same thing. Same thing.
Version's easier though.
You like Carly's way better? That's fine then. You do it however you need to do it to make it work for you. And both of those are absolutely legitimate. Okay, any other questions about that one? All right, let's go to 23. Okay. Now, when you're given a binomial or any kind of polynomial and you want to you want to factor, the first thing you should always think is greatest common factor. I feel like I've pounded that into your heads. Okay?
Yeah.
Greatest common factor. When you have a 1, like I got a 1 here and I got a 1 here, when you're dealing with the number 1, the greatest common factor will always be what?
1.
Always. And factoring out a 1 is useless. Remember, we've talked about that. There's no need to factor out a 1. So here, if I just look at the coefficients, I have a 1 and a 3, and the greatest common factor is a 1. But I have an a squared and an a. So both terms have an a. So what could I factor out? Stop.
The A.
I could factor out an a. What would that leave me here?
A squared.
You're close. I have 2 a's and I've used one of them.
So you put another one in
I got one more, right? What's a times a?
there. A squared.
A squared.
And then A plus 3.
Good, and I got a 3 here because I have 3a, but I've used that a. So now I got a 3. A times a is a squared. A times 3 is 3a. Okay? Now let's look at the denominator.
Come in.
I got a
Oh,
question.
will you get it?
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Why'd you do
It's
that?
open. Come in.